I will get better at doing these videos. These are just tests. I figured I would start with some of my simpler, smaller blog posts. The one that I just did, I've been answering some of the daily question prompts from WordPress. And today's is what is one word that describes you best? I found this one very difficult because I feel I'm a person of contradictions. There's a lot of things that describe me: stubborn, angry, impatient, self-centered, insecure, but I'm also a kind, giving, compassionate, dependable, confident in my writing, and intelligent. So I thought about it, and I thought about using the word eclectic, but which means deriving ideas and styles from various sources and experiences. And I feel that that describes me as a writer and in my work life, because what writer isn't eclectic? You never know where your next job is going to take you. I've researched everything from the Third Reich, how they didn't try to find where the stolen children were from after World War II. I've researched dryer safety, copyright, and how to track down rights that are in the public domain. And I've written about dinosaurs, whale watches, family issues. In my dramatic writing, that's mostly what it's about: family issues and relationships. I've written about racism. But one time a friend of mine was helping me write a resume because whenever I sit down to write a resume, I forget every action verb I've ever known. So she described me as a dogged researcher. And I like that because the word dogged is not a word you hear all the time. And it's different than the word dogged. Like sometimes you'll hear people say, "Oh, he dogged me," and that's a slang term. I believe it's spelled the same way. I couldn't find an alternate spelling, but dogged is a little different. Dogged means to pursue something with tenacity and determination. And I feel that I do that in any project. Like if I undertake a project, I tend not to overschedule myself, but if I undertake a project, I try to make sure that I finish that project, and I will go to any length to finish that project. But I don't feel that that necessarily describes me in my everyday life. People are often intimidated by me when they know me as a writer, meeting me in person, because they think that I'm this formidable, kind of cranky person, which sometimes is true. I'm a lot more confident as a writer than I am in my everyday life. So I feel that the word in my everyday life, though, that describes me is curiosity. I'm curious about a lot of things. That's why I took different jobs when my father passed away and I was going back into working full time. I took, a couple of different types of jobs, with the idea of writing about them, but to get the experience, to meet the people. People fascinate me. I'm very curious about them. And when I'm teaching, nowadays. I teach in middle school, and I see these kids, and they don't have that curiosity about the world. I mean, their only curiosity is what their friends are doing on their phone or getting out of class. Like, they do come up with some creative ways to try to get out of class, but they don't have that curiosity. And I think that's what defines me in my everyday life. So I guess it would actually be two words that describe me. The two sides of my life would be dogged curiosity. And if you would like to read my article, you can go to my blog. I'll put it in the description. It's at franklywrite.com. That's franklywrite.com. Thank you.